Evolve your perception. Many people are not aware that you can evolve your perception. A lot of people try to evolve their body, they are trying to evolve their house, they are trying to evolve all the things that's external, and they do not realize that we can evolve our internal, and that's where our real power is. So it's actually in our human nature to evolve our internal, but because we're not capable of doing it internal, we try to do it external through going to the gym, getting a lot of tattoos, chasing uh, brands or things that's external from us, thinking if we have more expensive stuff that we become better. This is not the case. Once you start to evolve your perspective, evolve your inner world, you start to perceive value in a different way. You will start to perceive life in a different way. You are capable of seeing reality from different angles. You are capable of understanding more than you're currently capable of understanding. So once you start evolving your perspective, parties or short highs, short pleasures will seem less interesting to you because you're capable also of seeing not just the high, but also the low. Once you start evolving your perspective, you will start to see normal jobs not as something that earns you money, but also something that gives you a lot of mental problems because you have to create a routine that's not aligned with your core values. Okay, you're capable of zooming out of the current situation and seeing the situation from many different angles and then make your opinion, then make your choice. If we're not capable of zooming out, it's easy to just focus on the positive or focus on the negative and then trade our routine for that thing. We become blind to the bigger picture. Okay, and once you start evolving your mind, um, you will be capable of putting value on things that are valuable to you. So I prefer to have a routine, staying in my own energy, staying in my own thinking, being in nature, over having a routine that makes me anxious, having a routine that makes me a lot of money, but does not allow me to be free. I rather have 2 or 3K a month traveling the world than 10K, 15K stuck in the same office building. And that office building equals an unhappy life. And living in nature equals a happy life because you don't need a lot of money to get the things you need and want. And that's evolving your perspective. Listening to videos like this is evolving your perspective, okay? Not listening to the mainstream media anymore, not listening to mainstream music, not listening to the people and the things that are not living the life you want to live. That's evolving your perspective. You have to attune your vibration, you have to attune your perception to people who are living the life you want to live, to evolve your inner world in that direction. And when you evolve your inner world, you will start to notice you are capable of seeing things from a different angle. So I am a very visual person. I'm capable of seeing my current reality and almost, if I would describe it in words, it's not the same thing as how it's happening in my mind because it's hard to explain it in words, but it's almost like seeing a video game and I am the character and I can see my character from a different angle. And that's how I can perceive my life when I'm on this higher level of thinking, like in a deep meditation. I can perceive my life in that way. And I can also perceive what kind of routines I need to attuned to get to my goals. I can see what kind of habits and routines I need to follow, and I can fast forward it in my mind, and then I can see how to achieve it. And that's evolving your mind, evolving your unconscious into the right habits, into the right direction. And that's the power of evolving your mind, understanding, creating awareness. What do I have to put my focus on? What do I have to do? Thinking about things yourself instead of not thinking and just following the energy of the environment, following the beliefs and the systems of the environment. Evolving your perspective allows you to take your own actions and to think for yourself. Many people are like sheep. They just go with the crowd. They don't think. They just energy. They just go with the flow. Everything the news says, everything all the people around them say, they also say, and they are not even conscious of it. They think it's their own belief, but it's the belief of the environment. And when you start to evolve your consciousness, you start to question everything. You start to make extra connections on the connections you're receiving to make your own opinion. And what I'm saying with connections is the connections you make in your brain. So you have information that goes in your brain, and then you make new connections about these connections, and you check if the new connections you're getting based on other connections you've gotten, or doing research, getting more connections to make sure that the connections you're getting are true and valid. Okay, one example I can give you, during COVID, for example, when everyone took the shot, I was so surprised. I was really surprised that so little people think truly for themselves, that so little people just go with the flow. They put something in their body without even second questioning it. You know, they're just totally controlled by the emotion of the environment. And you know, it's really crazy to me. I have never taken it because for me, I've been operating on this perspective pretty much, you know, so many years now. And I question everything. If someone on the television says something, I question it. When a doctor says something, I question it. Okay, when it's someone I really like, I question it. Not because I don't like him. No, I like people, but I question every information. I make my own opinion on all the information I'm getting. Even if you are a so-called expert, you can give me the information. I will still listen to other experts. I will still listen to other people to make my opinion. It does not matter who you are. My mind, my brain is always open for information to create a clearer picture on reality. And so many people, they stuck in a low level of consciousness, and they get one source of information, and then they base their whole view on that, and then they will defend it with their emotions and get angry when someone else gives them different information. It's such a low form of awareness, such a low form of consciousness, and so many people are stuck in this way of thinking. They get stuck in certain beliefs, and then everything that questions those beliefs, they get emotional about it. You know, that way limits you so much. It makes life so bad for you. It closes so many opportunities. It will blind you for so many things. It will make you so easily influenced, because everything that is in the direction of that belief, you will not question, and you will just blindly accept. Same with people who listen to the doctor. They just blindly accept what the doctor is telling them, because you know they don't know about it, and then they take pills, and then they die from the pills. You know, like, this is one of the main reason people die in this reality, is because they take stuff from the doctor, and that kills them. You can I don't know the exact numbers, but you can do research. You know, so many people die from wrongly prescribed medicine. Okay, and people are not free. They are stuck in limited thinking, and that limited thinking makes them dependent on others instead of making connections in their brain for themselves, thinking for themselves, taking actions and believing in themselves. Okay, not operating from a group thinking. Evolve your perspective. This is necessary to survive in current reality. Okay, I hope you liked the video. If you feel that you need help with evolving this aspect, make sure to click the link below. Everything you need to evolve your perspective, get financial and location freedom also, but most important of all, also get mental freedom. Yeah, like, subscribe, thanks for watching, and I see you in the next video.